JT James here, aka JT, checking in with another episode of Who Else? Big Freight Train. And today we actually got two division rivals on tap in terms of this episode. We got the Colts and the Jaguars today. So we got Andrew Luck and Blake Bortles. Those are going to be trying to sack them. I'm on tap. So obviously we got a guy who's got obviously a god amount of talent, and we got someone who not really that much talent. And as you guys can see, we're still trying to get that strip ball just about, need just a little bit more, just about, I'm gonna say maybe 4,000, 8,000, and yeah, just about, I'm gonna say 8,000. We can get that. I know, about 800 I should say. They need about 3,400, so I mean obviously we can get that. That's a big freight train gonna go ahead, and him, JJ Watt, the rest of the squad gonna go ahead and travel on in home to Energy Stadium to try and take down Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. So obviously you see Freight Train's goals on the season, and he's actually getting up there. There, he's got 6 sacks on the year. Here he needs 8 of them, and then pretty much more legacy and experience 10. Trying to get 10 sacks on the year, also trying to get 15 sacks, and then trying to get 50 tackles within one season. And so obviously defense, and early defense in terms of everything, and that's obviously going to be trying to sack one Andrew Luck. So obviously it's going to be a good one. It's going to be DeAndre Hopkins against T.Y. Hilton. And so, yeah, let's see how this turns out. So obviously, the way it looks, we got DeAndre Hopkins. And since I get an invite, hey, McAfee going to go ahead. And so we're going to start this one off. Hopkins simulate, see how well we do. And we can't get anything done on offense. I believe it was a pick from the way it looks. Looks like we're starting on the 42-yard line. So obviously some good field position for one Andrew Luck, is Frank Gore going to get the ball out of the backfield, and Freight Train running right by him. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Hey, trying to go with the counter play on that one. And obviously Frank Gore, nowhere to go. Hey, you guys see Will Ford work Freight Train, and as Freight Train gonna go ahead and get to Andrew Luck, Freight Train's first sack on the day. Hey, so his first sack on the evening. It comes at the hands of Andrew Luck, 3rd and 17. Slot receiver is gonna be Moncrief. We're gonna force a punt here on them. As Freight Train gonna go ahead, and Andrew Luck's gonna launch that one, and it is gonna be falling incomplete. Had it for a second there, but Andrew Luck defended well by Quentin Demps there, or former Giant. Houston, as our offense can't get anything done on that one, 24-yard. We get them on the 24-yard line. Andrew Luck calling a couple audibles. Well, obviously it's a good thing too, because we don't have. And that's JJ Watt gonna go ahead and get to the quarterback on that one. As they were trying to run a halfback split screen on us, but no avail for JJ Watt. You Freight Train, they lined up, and Frank Gore gonna go ahead. Hey, Freight Train gonna go ahead and get in on that assist. It's about a gain of 1 yard on the play. Hey, Simmons, the main man on the tackle. Well, as you got 3rd and 21 on their own 13. Freight Train, he's shifting over to the left. F gonna try and get that one-on-one coverage going, and that one-on-one matchup. Up as JJ gets it, and that's a halfback screen to Frank Gore. And Gore only gonna pick up 4 yards on the play. Hey, it's gonna be 4th and 17. Here for our ball. DeAndre Hopkins gets the ball. And we're actually, from the way it looks, worst comes to worst, 10-yard penalty against the offense. And it's saying 7. Yep, we got. Apparently, we got a touchdown, and obviously, and then we get a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So it's 14-0. The offense and special teams getting it done for us. So, yeah, big freight train now lining up. JJ Watt. What was that, JJ? JJ, what was that, man? And JJ Watt saw Andrew Luck. It's like, it looked like Andrew Luck just flipped off JJ Watt, and JJ was just like, "What'd you just say to me?" I had to kill him from the way it looked. Look, this Frank Gore gonna go on to the outside. Are you gonna pick up from the way it looks, a gain of 1. So we are definitely shutting down the run game here. Which is obviously a good thing. Freight train gonna go ahead, and that's gonna be a false start on the offense. And as you guys saw right in front of me, 76. It's getting a little jumpy there. Alright, then again, wouldn't you be jumpy if you had to face a 7-foot beast? 2nd and 9 now for the Colts. Colts back on the 21. Frank Gore gonna bust on through. Ooh, get about it. I'm gonna say 6 on that. Nope, we're gonna call a 5-yard gain. So pretty much they regain what they lost. Freight train gonna move on to the inside there. Whereas Vince Wilfork gonna get to the quarterback. And everybody on the line has gotten the sack once again. And Vince Wilfork with big freight train trying to start it all up. But we got a little bit of an issue here. Whereas it's 1st and 10 on their 15. So obviously a threat going on here. Whereas big freight train gonna get a little bit late too. Ooh, Andrew Luck, but it is an incomplete pass. So, big freight train ain't lucky to say he forced that. Yeah, obviously the goal you guys see, no touchdowns for them. We could do that. That big freight train trying to get at his second sack of the night. Hey, he hits Andrew Luck. No, he doesn't. But Andrew Luck is able to complete it for 10 yards. Whereas the big thing is, it is 1st and goal. Well, on the 3-yard line. So obviously we got to try and get the sack. He's moving on the outside there. We got to move them back. You guys saw it. The one guy stood right up. So obviously he's going to help us out. Back to the 8-yard line. The freight train going to try and go ahead, get on that outside. Wait, he's going to break off. No, he's not. But still. Backing him up on the play. I believe that was Vince Wilfork. Yes, it was Vince Wilfork backing a freight train up on the play. Hey, freight train. Hey, JJ, what are you doing? No, that wasn't JJ. That was, who was that? Was that cussing? Encroachment. Defense. So we are having a, nope, it was Simmons. And the guy who's actually filling in for DeAndre Hopkins, I believe. Hopkins showing a little bit of rust. As freight train gonna go ahead, get to him. It's caught. No, it's not. It is incomplete. That's gonna force a 3rd and goal with a minute left for the Colts. And right now, Houston holding their own. Freight train gonna get to Andrew Luck, which is probably gonna help them out a little bit. Because I believe that was Bradshaw. It was Bradshaw. Ahmad Bradshaw being forced out of bounds. And so we're told we don't allow a touchdown on that one. But pretty straightforward for field goal coming up here. As that is kicked and it is right down the middle. Drive goal was complete. No touchdowns. Dawson coming in and just panning it right down the middle. And we give up a touchdown again? What just happened? And as I think we had a pick 6 from the way it looks. Hasselbeck Dawson obviously coming onto the field, so let's see what happens here as third quarter. We gotta try and maintain this lead. Drive goal. Well, and the goal for Freight Train gonna obviously be he get a solo sack on Andrew Luck. And I think we can do that. And as obviously, as you guys can see, prime time. We are in prime time tonight. Freight Train gonna go ahead, line up on the outside. I'm gonna try and get to Andrew Luck again and get his second sack on the night. But Andrew Luck is just giving it off to Bradshaw and Gore, or just flip-flopping a little bit. It is as it is 3rd and 8. Hey, for the Texans. Maybe we'll take it up a notch and we'll see if we can force a fumble. Who knows? We'll just Freight Train gonna go ahead, and he's gonna dive in front of Andrew Luck. Okay, I thought I hit X right there to tackle Andrew Luck, but apparently not. As Andrew Luck barely escapes. I can't stress this enough. The freight train of a man, and literally freight train, of a man, and big freight train, and had the shot. As Bradshaw goes ahead, runs for 1 yard again. I'm also waiting for this one video, well, the literally 2-second one, and I'm gonna call it to load back up as it actually isn't. Apparently I stopped it in time. I'm Freight Train and lined up on the outside. Freight Train breaks free. He almost gets Andrew Luck again. Andrew Luck 6 for 9 right there, 57 yards. As we got to try and avoid them from getting within field goal range. Obviously Phil Dawson, a reliable kicker. And right now the goal is, in fact, this Freight Train goes ahead and helps out right there. There's Frank Gore this time getting the carry. He's 4 yards on that one. Freight Train gonna go ahead and line up on the outside. It is J.J. Watt will get to the sack. We'll get a sack. Heck, so now everybody has a sack on the evening. Freight Train was lining up to get the pick. Andrew Luck, 3rd and 17. He ball on the 43-yard line. And as Vince Wilfork gonna get the sack this time. And his second sack of the evening. And we're gonna miss the goal, but it's all good. But as we go down the field, we score another touchdown. And it is now 17. No, we actually got a field goal. My bad. Drive goal. Oh, do not allow a touchdown. We can do that. 39. And as this time they actually go to the opposite side, they do run a split screen or a slip screen. Obviously Freight Train trying to get over to Andrew Luck, but he couldn't. And as we might have another slip screen right here, whereas we do not. And Freight Train, he saw Andrew Luck taking off, but he couldn't. Yeah. Sorry if you were calling me, I didn't hear you. As for some reason on the graphic, they just showed that Frank Gore has 2 fumbles on the season, and do we stop them? We do. 4th and 1 coming up. Question in Indianapolis is going to go for it. They kind of have no choice. It's under 3 minutes to go. We're going to go ahead and line up on the outside. And Frank Gore, I believe that was actually Bradshaw. Yep, but Bradshaw picking up the yards that he needs to on that one. And as we cannot allow them to score. We can allow a field goal, but we can't let them score. That's the thing. Is Freight Train gonna get to Andrew Luck? But he is not gonna get the sack. Heck, Andrew Luck just fearing for his life right there. There it is, 2nd and 2. Freight Train and J.J. Watt lined up side to side, and there you go. That is costly right there. That is the 2nd false start penalty on the offense, and again, it's going to cost them 5 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up. But we got Vince Wilfork, J.J. Watt, and Freight Train. I almost want to say myself, but it is not myself, obviously. Yes, Andrew Luck going to go ahead, scramble, and take out 59 right there. You guys see the offensive scoring, 23 plays, 50 yards, but 13 minutes for Indianapolis. It's in terms of offensive possessioning. And again, we are going to hit the 2-minute warning here. Here, folks, 40. So time for the 2-minute drill on the 40-yard line for the Colts. Well, it's 3rd and 3 we're going to start off with. And then Big Freight Train going to go ahead and get to Andrew Luck, who heaves it down the field, and it is caught on a 4 vertical route. Freight Train sprinting back to the line. I mean, obviously a fumble will be big here. As Wilfork gets to Luck, and he is brought back down at the 17-yard line. Andrew Luck going to go ahead and call up another hurry-up offense here. As Freight Train and going to go ahead. And that is going to be passed and caught by T.Y. Yes, we got... Oh, it was no rushing touchdowns, but we gave up. But it's okay to give up a regular touchdown, apparently. Yes, that is kicked right down the middle, and we might be looking at overtime here, folks. Folks, since we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. It says it's a run, and it's a pick. It's 6, and our undefeated season looks just about over, folks. Folks, as Hoyer, no, Vontae David, nope, Brandon Whedon, rush for 3 yards, fumble on the play, and yeah, it's just about over, folks. As Colts going to come out in victory formation, and yeah, Colts come in here and actually beat us. That's going to actually do it. I'm going to call a quick timeout here. Freight Train going to go ahead and line up on the nose, actually. Three, 2, 1, and the game is in fact over. Here, we take our first loss on this season. Am I gonna blame the defense? Not necessarily. Am I gonna blame the offense a little bit? As those 4 turnovers are gonna be killer for us. Alright, as you guys saw, we took a hard loss right there. We got 400 training points, but obviously we need another 400 to get what we actually want to get. As yeah, obviously we can't let that get to us because they're still 3 and 2, but who knows? Who knows right there? Alright guys, is obviously we gotta get 3,437 XP. to get that strip ball quality, he obviously, yeah, not the best to work there. Alright, so we're actually gonna go ahead and do a little bit of game prep. Earn player XP, yep. We're gonna go ahead and develop ourselves, apparently. We get 40 XP from that, so now we just need about 300 more XP, and we can get that trait, and we can also bump up a couple others. We're going to be taking on the 0-5 Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. Also, can't let the last loss get to us, as we did lose to the Colts. And yeah, can't really let it sting to us. And we won't. So, yep. As we wait for it to load, so obviously we're gonna want to get one more sack so we can get that last sack. Maybe, and pretty much the goal we could probably get today is obviously it is going to be an 0-5 squad, so we could potentially get the third sack, so that then that way we have a little bit more XP to burn for ourselves. And yeah, is pretty much gonna go ahead and take a look at the matchups they're gonna compare, and it's gonna be TJ Yeldon compared to, I believe it is gotta remember who we got as a half at Arian Foster. How could I forget? So Foster against TJ Yeldon. Obviously Blake Bortles is gonna be behind center. We're kicking off. Nick Novak gonna kick it off for us. It's here in Jacksonville. Well, and we can't lose to. It's obviously a young squad, but I mean, 0-5, you can't lose. Because, I mean, you obviously want to have that mindset where you don't want to be a team that gives up an 0-5 or an 0-4 team's first win. And as there you see Blake Bortles. What was that? In the backfield, and big freight train going to get involved right away, helping Marcellus is get the tackle. Well, there, so I'm not sure if they're going to mark down Freight Train for an assist, but hey, give it to him. And as it is third and 8, as that is my bad right there. That jumping early a little bit. It's Henny getting the start. Or over Blake Bortles. Was this not Blake Bortles? What happened to Bortles? We're going to go ahead and check that out real quick. It is Bortles. The question is Bortles injured? Obviously, Hoyer's injured. And Blake Bortles is injured for 2 weeks, guys. Is Roy Miller, or Scuta, and yeah. As it is going to be 1st and 10, our offense can't do anything. So, I'm going to go ahead and line up on the outside. Jacksonville gets the ball, and TJ Yeldon just breaking right through. For 11 yards. Or there, no, just 1 yard. So we gotta hold the Jacksonville Jaguars under 20 yards. I mean, we can obviously do that, and we just can't get fooled. Well, that's all. Well, as J.J. Watt, it looks like. No, that was Simmons once again, and getting to Chris Henne. Either. Obviously, a lot of young guns on this Jacksonville squad that Henne can get to. But speaking of young guns getting to Henne, Freight Train just absolutely runs over Henne, and yeah, that was a little scary for Henne there. As Houston goes down the field, grabs a field goal. Old Jacksonville going to go ahead and take over on the 21-yard line for themselves as Freight Train gets fooled on the counter, or not the counter, the read option, but still, Freight Train moving and grooving, trying to get over toward Chris Henne. As JJ and Freight Train both jumping on that play. I think they're going to give the penalty to JJ Watt. Gonna go ahead and take a look. Yep, they're gonna give it to JJ Watt. What is happening right now? I think JJ is kind of a little bit flustered after that loss last week, but who knows? Who knows? Gonna go ahead and line up with Big Freight Train. His Freight Train, and oh, he had the chance to play the ball right there, get his first career interception. Yeah, I know. Big Freight Train, 7 foot 400 pounds, getting an interception, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's get back to reality, folks. Looks Freight Train lining up on the outside. Alright, is Henny gonna go ahead? Hey, run the check down, and check down is good for a first down from the way it looks. Because in fact it is. As we got 5 seconds for them to, or 3 seconds. Freight Train, get back, get back. Okay, never mind. The first quarter whistle blows. I thought that was actually gonna be it for the half, but I was like, oh wait, no, get back. Hey, Freight Train, he wanted to go get a sandwich real quick. Heck, and I think had he gotten the sandwich, I think somebody would have been mad in the Texans organization, but still, well, force on the incomplete there. Here's Freight Train gonna try and get 3 sacks on the year this year. Here, Freight Train gonna go ahead and line up right next to Vince Wilfork. Alright, guys, JJ Watt gonna go ahead, chase down Chris Henny, and that is gonna be caught. What an unreal catch. I believe that was Robinson on the catch. I might be wrong. No, that was in fact Robinson on the catch. That was an unbelievable catch, burning his man. And absolutely, he's showing off some huge wide receiver skills. Those right there. Whereas TJ Yeldon is shut down 30-yard line. And loss of about 5. Because this Texans defense is like, okay, you had your share, now it's time we shut down. Obviously, one guy we also got to look out for, or who else? Those Julius Thomas that is going to be, he checked right back down his Freight Train going to go ahead and try and get in on that stop. And I'm going to read that comment in about 2 seconds. Give me 1 second. What's up, WWE fan? Yeah. Hey, Chris Henry.